What is next map?
It is Bridgehead.
Ugh, Jesus.
Um,
Oh, I got Jalen's stream open. Oops.
okay, perfect.
Yeah, Bridgehead's basically going to be the same as last map. If you don't have an overlord at that back rocks, you're gonna have a bad time.
Okay, give me a second here. Um,
So how do you pronounce the other guy's name? The barcode, is it Mishu?
I think so. Misu.
I think I said it wrong during stream.
It's,
I was
it's
like,
a
yeah, that's a
Korean
bit bad.
name.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah,
no, not
it looks
Korean.
like
No, it's
Mishu.
Japanese. It's anime.
Ah, Mishu.
Okay. Um, and also, do you know what the extension mod is? Because it's
Yeah, it's 4.3.
I think it's Turbo Team League.
CTL.
Sure.
I think it's now just like the game part one because it wasn't showing the teams. It doesn't really matter, but
Yeah, no, it's not
okay.
really working, but there's so much going on. Alright.
Oh, I can't do it because I'm in the party.
all right. Shall we? Okay. So game number 2, Bridgehead, I guess a little bit more of a standard map than Moonlight Madness, but still like you still have like those rocks, and I feel like last game Misu just wasn't really aware that the rocks are kind of a thing, which is kind of unusual because he picked that for the first map. Perfect. Okay. So going into game number 2.
Alright, Bridgehead.
So as mentioned, again, lots of rocks. So you're gonna have to see
All the rocks.
if this will be a repeat of last game for our GNR Zerg in the top left-hand position, and ACL in the green, and his opponent in the bottom right-hand position, the teal Zerg barcode, also known as Misu, also known as Nameless. He's a man of many names, many aliases. But Misu is how we will be referring to him this game. Our teal Zerg here. So going into game number 2 of the ZVZ series, obviously, I would say it's the highest matchup with potential for early aggression. Slayer, what would be going through your mind here if you were one of these players?
Honestly, if I was down one map, I'd go pull first. I wouldn't risk it. I'd expect the other player in ACL would have to probably go pull first as well. just to make sure as well. In saying that, we do have a gas first, so I
think
don't know.
perfect mirror of what he did last game from Misu,
Yeah.
going for that 13 gas. I assume we're gonna see a pool. Let me tell you, yeah. So
Yeah.
13 gas, 14 pool
Just
again.
basically the same.
And
It looks like we can have
NACL,
a hatch first. Yeah, like I was saying. Sorry,
yeah.
hatch first.
So that'll definitely. Last game he opened up pool first, the pool and then gas. So kind of like countering Misu's play. This game going for the greedier hatch first option. So
Mm.
I'd assume.
Then pull hatch first, so it's going to delay his pull a lot more, which is gonna hurt him in this question coming up.
Yeah, going hatch, gas, and then pool. Finally, the pool goes down.
Yeah.
And his
14.
pool, yeah, it's about
14
40
seconds a
seconds
bit late.
delayed.
Yeah. So here we go.
Yeah,
It's
this will be a
happening.
huge window. Misu actually just going for the 4 lanes instead of the 6. And again, pulling out a gas. So he's sticking to the speedling opening to try and get some damage done. Last game he did he made those initial lanes, got speed, and then took an expansion. So for a little bit more of an economic pressure build, I guess. And it looks
Yeah.
like he is going to go for that. He's going for the 19 hatch here. So this isn't like a crazy all-in or anything like that. And this is going to be scattered by the NICL Overlord.
Yeah, he only see 4 lanes, so it really might kill a couple of drones. He actually does put a spine crawler down. Might kill 1-2 drones. Still better than doing no damage.
Exactly. And we're going to see NACL hasn't started speed yet, even though he has had that gas. Perhaps a little flustered. Oh no, deciding to go for a Roach Warren.
Roach Warren.
Interesting decision. I feel like I don't know. That's a bit unusual, definitely. Unfortunately for him, I think the Roach Warren is kind of designed to counter like early banding pressure. But as we can see from our all-seeing caster vision, Misu is instead he just pulled out a gas and he's going to have a ton of speed lanes. Speed is actually finishing up just about now. So he's
this
choosing,
Roach Warren.
he's choosing to drone instead of applying any pressure with those lanes. So if you're NACL, do you think this is like a defensive Roach Warren just to counter like the speeding up lanes, or do you think he's going to go on the aggressive?
I think he might go aggressive. He's sending out all of his lanes currently. He's only making 2 so far, so it might just be defensive. He hasn't joined up his natural just as yet, so yeah. This build's really weird when you come to think of it, how everything's playing out.
Yeah. And then Misu actually is throwing out his own Roach Warren. However, the key difference that's definitely worth pointing out in his ZZ is Misu took like the time that his links bought him with the speed to go ahead and drone up, and he's actually 8 drones ahead. So even though his expansion was about 30-40 seconds later than his opponent, he has like such a large drone lead that advantage was just totally cut out. As we can see, NACL is still not mining from this expansion. Finally starting
And
some
he's
guns there.
actually attacking with what,
With
8
the
wings
slow lings
and 1
roaches.
roach. 2
Very-
roaches on the way.
Slightly underwhelming attack, I would have to
Yeah.
categorize this as. Not really sure this will be able to do too much
No.
damage, if any.
With this spine crawl on top, I don't think he's going to get anywhere.
No, and Misu actually going
he's-
for a Baneling Nest and the Roach Warren. How do you feel about like kind of skipping that Baneling Nest and then adding it later on? Do you think that's like a reactive play? Or it's kind of like his plan from the beginning.
I guess I'd always like to have a Bane nest before roaches, just in
Yeah.
case of like a massive swell of Banes just rolling. But yeah, it's just these builds I'm not really familiar with actually. They've really caught me off guard how they work. For either player, really. Still no like layer tech on the way.
Yeah, no real tech at all. Misu is adding an extra gas, so I think presumably we'll see him start a lair shortly. From NACL, it doesn't look like he has any intention. He is floating 200 gas right now, so could just jump that into a lair. Oh man. A little bit of posturing going on here. Both players, relatively equal number of army. 6 lings, 10 roaches.
Ooh.
4
He's actually
Mitsu.
going to go the back rocks now.
Yeah, so again, will the rocks be Misu's undoing? Again, he has
Yeah.
no overlords here. So
I know.
I feel like he's just kind of ignoring like some of these map-specific features. Yeah, there's literally no idea this is going on.
We do have a late tech on the way as well now.
Yeah, so
He's
he
actually going to notice
notices-
it.
Okay, he's
Spots
got to
it.
notice it.
That's good. Will he be able to get
moving
there
his
in time?
arm
No,
down.
yeah, sure.
Yeah. This shouldn't do too much damage. There's about equal number of army. Oh, and these banelings just narrowly missing huge detonations. Barcode is what we need
wall
back here.
actually, so should. Oh, actually,
Good vein hits on all those lanes. And Misu deciding that he can move out of this
slide it. Yeah,
little choke, yeah.
a little micro going on.
Yeah, Misu actually fighting off perhaps a little bit more than he can chew. Retreating to wait for some reinforcements. He is down in roaches right now. Tons are popping out there, so he just really needs to buy time and not take too much damage.
Yeah,
Good chance to
he-
take it down.
Hopefully, should be able to defend.
Yeah, I think he'll be fine
Yeah.
with these lings.
Triple the roaches with wings actually would be a good idea.
Oh, keep fighting, man. A little bit of AFK roaches there. Now he does have a lair, like you mentioned, and he's starting roach speed, so his roach speed will be done ages before his opponents.
And look at these NACLs natural. Absolutely, only 4 drones. He's so far behind in drones. What's it? Units 33 to 27. Actually, not that big of a difference because other player has really massively made as well drones. There is no Evo chambers for either player as well. But actually, as I say, that
One is just now
Mishu's
starting.
doing it.
But I don't think it'll come into too much of a play here. Misu is actually taking this opportunity to break down his opponent's rocks. I assume that's what these lings are for. Yeah, there we go. Starting to take down those rocks. And I feel like Misu, you know, now that, like you mentioned, they're relatively even on drones, well, for so long, Misu is about 8 drones ahead. Because his opponent chose to make workers before drones, whereas Misu made drones and then the units. So that just enables him to have a bigger army, as you can see here, reflected in the army supply. He's about 20 army supply up, breaking down his opponent's rocks. NACL is fully aware of this. It's, yeah, now Barcode has roach speed, and as any Zerg player knows, when you have speed and your opponent doesn't, that is a huge
It's the
advantage.
best feeling for sure.
Yeah. So just kind of posturing back and forth. I don't think NACL actually getting caught in a little bit of a rough phase. Bailey's getting good, reasonably good detonations. Actually trying to go for the middle line there, so caught a little bit back.
He's got the 4 roaches, so yeah, this should.
I think he might be able to get this hatch. Especially
yeah,
with these
sure.
forces with that speed. He's definitely going to be able to get this hatch.
Oh yeah.
And perhaps, can we say take the game?
1-1 is actually on the way.
Yeah. So just
And
hugely ahead. He has roach speed. He has the 1-1 on the way. He has more roaches, more drones.
and a third as well.
He's in a pretty good spot. His drone count is quite low at 33, so maybe he can get working on that. But when you have such a massive tech advantage to massive army advantage, it doesn't really matter too much.
Yeah, he's also only on 3 gas. As you can see, he's only getting small amounts of gas. But I don't think he really cares at this moment.
No, and there goes the GG. Misu taking game number 2 to force the 3rd game. So already our first series, our first UZ night is going to go to 3 games. We may be in for a long, long time of casting here. Next map is going to be Dash and Terminal. So in this this first matchup, we're seeing kind of all the crazy maps. Moonlight with the rocks, as we saw. Rich Head with the rocks, and Dash and Terminal, which again
With rocks.
has rocks. Yeah. So our players, they're like, you know what, rocks? They're pretty cool. We should play with them more often.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah, normally you see these maps actually get vetoed straight away.
Yeah.
With no hesitation.
Yeah, as Maha mentions, he hates rocks. I think that's I'm not a
I hate rocks as well.
not a big fan. I think Dash and Terminal is a pretty it's a weird ZVZ map because obviously the bases are so close that the overlords can scout like
Yeah, Overlord's
basically
get in there
instantly.
before 2 minutes or just as like 2 minutes 11 seconds, I believe.
Yeah, so
if
you
you get
see
on it straight
any
away.
early pool, kind of in time enough to delay like a 15 hatch, just go pool first if you have to. Or you can see that you're safe and just go for that 15 hatch. So it's a really weird ZVZ map. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out for our two players.
I honestly think we're gonna have the same strategy as before, if not like a 9 pull or 10 pull,
Yeah.
since it's 1-1 or everything's online. So they might as well just all in it.
Yeah, Barcode's build here, it's interesting to me. He gets like such an early speed, and then just kind of just this like droning. So I guess that's just to be like super safe. Which I guess it's an interesting strategy, and it seems to have worked out fairly well. So we're gonna see if he chooses to go for that again.
Because just getting Roach on that early is either you just going mass Roach ASAP. And if that does not work out, it's basically GG.
Yeah.
Because I've had it done against me, just build like 3-4 spines, easily defense if you scout. If you don't scout, you just see them walking across, you're gonna die.
And especially on this map, the rush distance is quite close. Your thirds are pretty easy to take on this map, I would definitely say. So it's not like necessarily the craziest map, but it's definitely weird. And our first player in the green from Team GNR, NACL.
And spawning at the 3 o'clock position, it is Barcode Mishu.
Yep. The teamless,
Faceless.
the teamless faceless Zerg. We all know and love him. Misu, one of Team UR's. He was Masters for a brief period of time, but definitely I would say one of our top diamonds. He likes to play games. He's always asking for games. He's always practicing with players. He plays ZVZ quite often, and he's definitely one of the players. He's known to think up builds, as we've seen from his games. Like yeah, it's maybe a little weird, but it seems like it works fairly well. Like it's definitely something that I want to try out. Just getting like such a quick speed, so you're really not vulnerable to any sort of like early pool shenanigans. But at the same time, like getting that 19 hatch and then just kind of droning. So we're gonna see if he chooses to go for that. It's looking like not, as he's already up to 14 supply. No, there we go. Okay, so it's gonna be a little bit later.
Same build.
Yeah. But yeah,
It's basically it's basically like he's going to throw those 4 lanes, but he loses them in the end with no like damage. So I don't know if it's like worth it. And okay, a pool in that position, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's going to like knock the timing of the game.
A little bit here. I guess he's okay. Dropping the game knowledge there.
Yeah.
it looks weird, but I guess maybe it works out okay. So as we mentioned, Overlord's just going right in. So both players, they're like, oh, we're doing basically the same thing. NACL's slightly later gas, slightly faster pool, rather. But I mean, again, in a mirror matchup, when you're having a virtually mirror build, like 1 or 2 supply difference, not really going to matter too much. So it's going to come down to decision making and micro. Again, Barcode is pulling out of gas just to get that speed, whereas his opponent's looking like he's gonna stay the course. He's gonna keep mining gas. Now, do you think it'll be like the Banelings, or do you think he'll go for the
straight speed? He'll probably go for the Bane nest as well. I think he's going to do the same thing as he did game 1, since that actually did work out for him, funny enough. 4 lanes are our duo players, but I don't think these 4 lanes for the Barcode are going to do any damage whatsoever. Is there a Bane nest? Yeah, just about to go down. And Barcode is taking expansions, so it's really just going to have to unfold by itself. I can't tell what's going to happen.
So there's those 4 lings of Barcode that you mentioned that he kind of, I guess he just uses them for scouting, and then just, like he hasn't, every game he's gone for these 4 lings, and has yet to do any sort of real damage. But I guess this game, he does scout that his opponent has a ton of lings for this stage of the game, and he has no expansion. So as we can see, tons more lings on the way for NACL, 10 more lings, whereas Barcode is making an extra queen, so definitely have enough to, like he's going immediately for the ramp block, and he has speed on the way. He has speed done rather, and a banding nest on the way. I feel like this will be a. I feel like he's definitely well positioned to hold this. I don't know. It's not like obviously guaranteed if he holds it, but he has all the tools in place.
He's actually going out for the rocks. He has some weird like obsession with rocks, I guess.
Yeah, and
Unless he's holding,
ACL.
but yeah, this Overlord's gonna just find it.
Finally.
But
Wait, is he? Is he? No, he's gonna bypass the rocks for the first
screw the
time
rocks.
this series. No, and he's gonna go right for the hatchery. You know, right. Actually, try and go right for the main. Maybe no, but it's blocked by those queens. Tons of banelings moving. 6 banelings.
Oh, do absolutely nothing.
No, very minimal damage here.
But these 4
Banelings
Risu nowhere.
getting good hits. One queen does go down. The other queen is very low. But it's looking like Misu is going to defend this quite well. Baneling's just scaring away. Oh, by
He's going to lose.
Great in that detonation, but is it going to be enough?
You should be able to attack it now. Yeah. So that is going to be actually very well held, and Barcode is taking the commanding lead. Unfortunately, losing two queens.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna harm his live production. And again, NACL going for that Roach Warren. I guess we're gonna see him just all in from this point. Yeah, oh, he's definitely scared. 8 Bane morph from NACL, which is really unfortunate for him, as I don't think Barcode is choosing to be aggressive. He's just kind of droning up, making his queens.
Yeah, if he drones up and just keeps defending, he's just going to absolutely make a commanding lead from every time I've been in this position. So it's basically, yeah, just going to come down to the Barcode. Pretty much, he's actually sending 5 lanes.
Yeah, I think it's gonna come down to micro. If Barcode is able to kind of dodge those bans and use his own bans like the most effective. And there goes finally NACL. He's like, there are rocks in this map. It is my job to at least damage him a little bit. Show them who's boss. So this fine. He's gonna be able to finish up for Misu, and it's all gonna come down to this Bane micro. Huge number of Banes.
Oh shit! Oh
everything was dying on the ground. Actually, everything died for those players. What?
What is micro?
Yeah, exactly. Apparently, it's not something you need.
Oh my god, yeah. Link's
of...
also in the main for the Barcode, killing workers.
Yeah, and now these roaches, all of a sudden, they're like, we're gonna make a little roach appearance. We had that little run by, killing two workers, which made me not seem like a lot. But when your opponent only has 15 total, killing 2 is a pretty big deal, man.
Hey, that was like the 0 micro in that little fight there. 4 roaches, I don't. Well, they might hold. Yeah, basically, what the Barcode needs to do is tech up, or drone tech up, get roaches out, and just win with the macro, pretty much. That's what I'll be doing for me.
Yeah, I think so. As we can see, Misu is going for a Roach Warren of himself. I think that's a smart play. Not because anytime you have like bannings out, as we saw, they're incredibly powerful units when you're just dealing with unupgraded Ling Ban. And a couple bad detonations can really just take the game. Whereas if you have roaches, they're much more stable units. You don't really have to micro them. Just kind of, point them in the right direction, aim move them. They don't really die to bans. They don't really die to lings. So they're definitely good units when you have a commanding econ lead, as we can see Misu does. 10 workers up, 2 hatches. Just everything is going on Misu's way right here. His lair is almost done. I think as long as he doesn't die to this inevitable counterattack, he's going to be pretty well positioned.
He's only got, 7 lings and 8 roaches. I don't think he's going to be attacking anytime soon.
No,
with no expansion.
I'm kind of curious what NACL is going for here. He just seems to... Maybe he thought that Misu had skipped drones or something like that, and was like really low econ. Because if you see your opponent in a ZVZ has 2 hatches and you have 1 hatch, I typically try and alter that situation as soon as possible. But it looks like he's just kind of content to chill out here. And I really feel like that's an error. As we can see, Misu, he's just making roaches, making a couple drones, getting speed for his roaches, and just gonna eventually just have an unkillable army. At least for this phase of the game.
Yeah, he actually does finally take his natural after what 12 minutes in the game. So just a bit delayed. Gas is. Do we have a finally second gas for the barcode? No evos whatsoever. So, but I think with just the amount of force he has and roach speed, he should just be able to pretty much 1A, you would say,
Yeah,
from a
exactly.
Protoss position.
It's
This army.
it's definitely a difficult position for NACL. Maybe if Misu gives him some more time, and as you know, the econ it's getting a little closer. He was 10 drones fine. He's now only 6, and he's actually going for a Spire. Um, unusual choice to say the least, but maybe if he gets the time to get a couple meters out, it's gonna work out for him. But yeah, as soon as I say get the time, Misu's like, okay, I'm gonna move out now. He's had enough.
Yeah. I
And
wouldn't
how,
blame him.
how do you defend this? If you're,
He's
if you're
sort of like
NACL?
5 roaches at home. Honestly, I'll just like base roll a couple of banes in. He's only got 4 banes, so base roll some in, and then just overwhelm with the roaches.
Yeah.
Ooh,
He's
we actually
10
put a
roaches
Spire. This could get a little bit nasty if he does get a couple of
I don't think he's gonna lift the meters. And if he does lift the meters, it'll be like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
I guess you can see. Look at this gas count right now. 141 gas. Okay, so Miso actually killing the rocks and then just being like, just gonna attack the front anyway. And this hatch is definitely gonna go down. It's really undefended.
He's making 2, like you said. So he's actually supply block. No gas, so minimal gas. I think he's just going to run up. If he runs up, he'll be able to.
Yeah. I think just run
He's
those
actually going
banes.
to kill these. He's going to kill these
Kill the mutas. Really unfortunate there.
Wow, that's
Both of the mutas. Those kind of NACL's like one hope. He's like, okay, I'll get 2 mutas. Just maybe my opponent will just stand there, allow me to kill a ton of roaches. But no, he has another 3 on the way. But I think Misu just runs those banelings up, runs the roaches after them, and just kind of aim moves.
He's actually giving him time to get 4 beers out. Yeah. I don't know. This is just.
What do you do with 4 meters, man? Like, you can't really kill.
Tickle.
I mean, like, what does a queen kill? Like at least 3, right? Okay, so
Oh wow!
Bailey's doing huge damage. You scout this TP as it's probably like, what the hell is this? I have a ton of roaches. I'm just gonna kill you. Like, meters are cool. They're fancy. But you know what? I have the brute force count. All the drones being pulled by NACL. Yeah.
So it's gonna be GG here. He's just gonna knock the Spire out as well.
Yeah,
he's also got Pyro.
As well. One more muta is on the way for NACL. Gonna bring his total to 5. So maybe these 5 mutas are gonna be able to win the game. I kind of doubt it. I doubt it a little bit, but you know, I've seen crazier things happen. A couple spores going down for Misu. Actually, one drone tried to build a spore with the natural, but then was blocked by his little drony friends.
He's going for a weird base trade, but I don't think
he's building an extractor on the other side of the map. Unfortunately, he has no drones, so this extractor is all he has, and it's really just all the mutas are dying to this spore.
Yeah,
spores they do a lot of damage, man. Yeah,
GG.
and that goes to GG. 0 supply for
leaves
RG
before the
Noxer.
last building.
Yeah, I think when you have no buildings and you have no supply, pretty decent time to type out there. And Misu does take it 2 games to 1. Pretty entertaining series. Lots of rocks were killed. So our next series, yes, our next series is going to be a ZVT. Lumia, of course, the illustrious Terran player. He's a little bit of a cheester, I guess I would describe him as. Then G-Dog Casey. I'm not too intimately familiar with this play, but I did play him in a ZVZ.
Yeah,
and he showed
Lumia a lot.
Yeah, he showed decentish micro, I would definitely say.
Oh yeah, good at game.
Alright. Gonna get our game started. Gonna get our
Yeah,
vetoes going down.
Yeah.
So if any of you guys are not
Alright, I'm back.
familiar with Polar and I's awesome CSL Season 3 post, please go check it out. We ran through all the groups, predicted them, and thus far I think we're both doing pretty well. We got Group A perfectly predicted. We had Group E perfectly predicted, although Group E, I said we had it perfectly predicted. If you haven't seen that group, go back and check out the VODs. They were crazy games. Definitely worth a watch. And then we were each 1-1 for Group F. So right now, Paul and I are tied. And our prediction for Group G, close your ears if you don't want to be spoiled as to the results of this group, was Misu and NACL for both of us. And with Misu taking the first series, he's one series away from making our prediction half right. So obviously, I'm gonna pay some attention to that and see how it turns out. Okay.
Yeah. Next up is ZVT, which is actually probably my favorite matchup, unless I see more than one factory. And then
Yeah, when it goes into those mech games,
it's just, I know you can beat mech, but if you get just, I don't know.
yeah.
If you let them get too many tanks, it's game.
Maha, you're a mech player.
Yeah, well, often,
Yep.
yeah. If I want to
How
win,
does it feel to be most despised?
most despised.
Honestly,
I think I
he's
would-
no
I really,
Melkor.
I really
Yeah,
enjoy my play. Dash of Terminal.
he's no Melkor. I'm so guessing.
Oh, metalcore man.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
That
learned a
making
lot from
prick.
Blade
I
and
mean,
stuff.
we played a game on Coda about a week ago, and we mined out the map. It was the worst experience of my life. I was like, oh hey, metalcore, we can, you know what? I have some time. We can probably play like 5 games or something like that. We played one, lasted like an hour and 48 minutes. Worst experience of my life. I ended up killing. He had like a Raven tank army. I ended up being
Yep.
able to kill it with pure queen. And then I was like, oh god, I'm like totally winning. And then he just types LOL in chat. And then he says, I forgot I had money. And out comes like 12 Thors versus my like
Yep.
4 queens and like 2 spines. And I was just like, what? He tries
Yeah.
so hard and it just
Oh,
Great-
I've
great
said to
excuse for
him.
macro.
doesn't even
forgot.
matter.
I've said to him, like, every time I play him, I'll let him play it. I don't waste my time with mech. It's just so painful.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it can be kind of cool, like, every now and then to face a mech game, because it's such a tactical matchup, especially like both playing mech and then playing verse mech. But if you play it like a couple games in a row, it's just, especially in a series, man, like, I have no idea how people play Metacore in like a best of 5. Like, I did it once, and as Polly can tell, it literally almost killed me. Like, it lasted, I think, 7 hours or something like that for our best of 5.
Fuck.
It's not.
I like the metalcore dock. I think.
Yeah, they
2
always
mech
play like
PvP,
the.
that was pretty sick. It was long.
Yeah, you're in for a marathon.
Yeah, I think the first time I ever actually played him, I'm like, oh, okay, he's a mech. Let's see how I go. I thought I was doing alright until I saw BCs, Ravens, Vikings,
Oh yeah, like
Thors,
QI.
and I'm like, yeah, I'm out. GG. No, fuck that. And since then, I think I've played him once, but I said if it gets too much, I'll just leave.
No, see the thing about like a good mech player, even if you know their mech, it's so hard to like you can't really like counter their play because they just play like super safe. So it's not like you're like, oh, he always rushes mutas. I'll just literally just attack him with like 10 roaches and win game.
Yeah. You just have to like tear the mech player apart. You can't attack one way. You just get obliterated.
Yeah, you need to just show like huge multitasking ability. I guess it's like, I don't know. It's not like imp or anything like that. It's frustrating.
Yeah, it's just very frustrating that you have to actually think more outside the box.
Yeah, for sure. So getting our vetoes done. Looking like the map pool for this best of 3 is going to be Iron Fortress, Terraform, and Coda. We don't know the order yet, but those are your 3 maps. So it looks like these players, you know what? Series 1 was kind of the tail of the rocks, the tail of the backdoor rocks. For Series 2, they're a little bit more standard, like, fuck maps with rocks players. So we're going to have no rocks. No maps with huge backdoor rocks this game.
Oh, what a pick.
Iron Fortress is going to be our game 1, which coincidentally, how would you describe this map, Slayer? I'm curious if your opinion would match mine.
Honestly, in ZBT, I do disfavor this map because you could be getting pushed at the third and dropped at the natural, and just like destroys everything. How I play. But overall, like if you can stop the drops before happening, it's basically I think Zerg favorite because of how like the far thirds away.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. I feel like it can be a decent mech map. If it depends on the positions really. It's definitely one of those maps that's like super positionally like variant.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have to loading in now.
That
Have to
sounds
see.
so sophisticated. I like the word variant.
Oh, so we have a team kill.
Yep, 2 all inspiration players. Loading the map now. In the top left-hand position, our Zerg from Team All Inspiration, G-Dog Casey. In the yellow.
And in the bottom right hand corner for team all in is Lumina, I think. I'm bad with pronouncing names.
I think Lumia? Lumia, yeah.
Lumia? Alright.
Pretty
Lumia,
close,
there we
pretty
go.
close. So as you mentioned, this is a team kill. Both players from All Inspiration. I believe All Inspiration had the most players in the CSL this season. Definitely one of the upper echelon of teams in the CTL. And as a nature of having the most players in the CSL, there are going to be quite a few team kills. So that'll probably come into play a little bit here. As we were talking about, like with Metacore, for those of you that don't know, Metacore, Slayer, and I used to be on a team a long time ago called Lucky 13, aka best team in CTL history. Since disbanded, but we kept it alive a little bit. So we were all on the same team. We all knew each other's play styles, all like super intimately familiar with how each other played. And anytime we would play in a series, it would always be like super weird because it would just be like mind games on top of mind games.
Yeah.
So you'd be like, oh, Metacore's a mech player, and then you'd just be like, I'm gonna proxy 2-gate you or 2x you.
He never ever goes by, so it's like the most unexpected thing.
Yeah, it's like the most unexpected thing. Which may be the most expected thing. Because he knows
If he ever
it's
learns
unexpected.
bio, it will just.
Metacore just takes over the world. So it's going to be a 15 hatch from G-Dog Casey, just super standard. And what is worth pointing out, this is cross positions. So this is just so far, literally ages away. Like, just so far. You really can't overstate how far this map is. And then we are going for Reaper first. He's going to be able to scout eventually where his opponent is. Now, who do you feel these positions favor? Like the
Honestly, I
Zerg?
favor the Zerg.
Yeah, just so because they can like expand so quickly.
Yeah, and it'll take a long time for this Terran to actually most of the force to actually even consider parade pushing. You would say. So it's very favourite for the Zerg because you can also just place overlords everywhere and spot the drop before it even happens.
Yeah. So G-Dog Casey has yet to throw down gas, so it looks like we're going to see just a gasless expo out of him. Assume a little bit more queens. I don't know. I definitely am a person that prefers to play with gas. Get that early speed.
I feel like naked, you would say, without any speed.
Yeah,
'cause
that's
you
a
have
great
no
way to
map control.
describe it. I mean, even just things like taking watchtowers are so difficult when you get like a later speed. He's going to make 6 lings, so G-Dog Casey's like, I hate Reapers. I don't want to take any damage from these Reapers. And with 6 lings, 2 queens, basically
He's
out by
actually just going around past.
Yeah.
4 links.
I don't know. I don't think. Yeah,
Oh, no,
he's gonna
he's
turn around.
pulling back.
A little bit of a
Okay.
fancy hop in there from Lumia.
Yep, time to dance with lanes.
It looks like he should be able to get out. Didn't really scout too much. He didn't see the gas, so he doesn't know that this is gasless.
If this is like gasless, you can do a marine hellbat timing and just crush this strategy from what I've seen.
Yeah. Because just like your banelings are so late, your speed is so
Yeah.
late, your upgrades are fairly normal time, but a little bit later than normal. Really, the advantage of it is you can get a faster third, you can get your creep out super quickly with the just massive queen numbers. So we're gonna see he's not really using it. There we go. Okay, finally dropping some creatures. Should have Casey.
He's driving up really hard, which is also nice. Is he gonna take an expansion now? No. I'm just really trying to figure out what he's gonna plan on doing. Like maybe he'll go Roach Hydra, maybe not.
Yeah, I feel like this is a decent-ish Roach Hydra map. It's like
He's
it's
gonna run.
quite strong for that like 2-2 timing attack, where you just like have a massive number of roaches and massive number of hydras. Yeah, these lings, I don't really know what they're doing here. I feel like they're overextending a little bit. They have
no
no speed on the way. I mean, this looks like
Honestly,
it's gonna be
whoa.
a hellbat push.
Yeah.
Lumia.
Roach Hydra by the looks of it.
Yeah. Taking all the gases, Roach Warren. It is a later Roach Warren. So that Roach Warren is going to be finishing up at about the same time as his armory. So this timing, it'll be tricky.
Remember how I
depends
said Marine Hellbat with the Crushers army?
on- Yeah.
I think it might happen because
yeah.
by the time the roaches even consider it being fish, this is going to get destroyed. Because there's no lings whatsoever. There's only 4 queens.
No lings, no baneling nest even started. I'm definitely someone that feels like you need those banelings. I would definitely prefer like roaches. Sorry, banelings over the roach when holding a hellbat push. 7 roaches on the way, 8 roaches, 10 roaches now. Flare
He's also
is done.
supply block.
Yeah, super supply blocked. No voids even started. Once he gets those 10 roaches up, they will be able to void this off, but already a spine going down. There goes the morph on the rest of the hellbats. Oh, no chance fees, unfortunately.
This is actually going to get pushed back. We're losing 3 points.
Yeah, I feel like, honestly, just morphing those hellbats in that little choke there really messed up Lumia.
He's going to make 2 bunkers at home, which is actually probably the best reaction. He's also going to have Banshee and Raven.
Yeah, so queuing that up there. Third base does go down to G-Dog Casey, and it's going to be Nidus. It's going to be 1-1 Nidus, which, if I'm being honest with you, is my favorite build. And one that
He's
I...
actually going to...
Sneaking these Hellions up. He's going to scout the Nidus.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it was a super frustrating feeling as a Zerg player. But were these Hellions...
Actually, hasn't?
Yeah, he's
No, he hasn't.
quite well.
He hasn't noticed it yet.
Yeah,
Yeah, he didn't scout it.
got 3 kills. Didn't scout the Nidus. There's a huge hole in his base where this Nidus is going to be able to go down. Now, he does have a
Yeah,
Banshee,
right.
which will help a lot. But yeah, as Maha was pointing out, he's not scouted it. He has no idea this is going on. How much
Does he
damage
know?
is this Nidus gonna
Actually,
do?
yes, he does see just, and he's reacting to it
Yeah,
straight.
pulling SCVs. Needs to pull his army as well. I think it's going to survive, but it'll be super weak. No, wait, will it actually get up? No, he's shut
reaction.
down.
Good reaction.
Reacted quite fast to that. And now, what do you do from here? Yeah, do you try the Nidus again, or do you just looking like he's gonna unload? And there goes that Hydra Den you were talking about. Now, especially even if you have a Nidus that doesn't really work out, you can still use it for like faster reinforcement for any sort of push or anything like that. He has a ton of roaches.
Like, he can actually just push out with his army once he gets the Hydras out. Actually just... Oh, he's got 4 with mines. If he does split, he should be fine. He's
Yeah,
actually
I
getting
feel like
+2.
his
Great.
army is quite. I mean, he's sitting right now on 20 roaches with 1-1. Versus his
Mhm.
opponent, 2 Marauders, 7 Marines, handful of Widow Mines, Banshee, and a Raven. I feel like if he just pushed out, like,
Yeah,
do some
he'll win.
serious damage. Like, just knight us, like, at the front there. Use it to help reinforce. But no, he's drawing up. Had a little bit longer game.
Yeah, Loom is really behind in workers. Does have that third as well. Is doing a drop, which is absolutely going to go unscouted. So it's really like, I don't know, if Dog actually just attacked, he should win straight out.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna see him attack like that 2-2 timing I mentioned. We just like you're at like 160 supply, a lot of Hydras, ton of roaches, 2-2
Mm.
upgrades, and just kind of steamroll your opponent. And he can definitely use that Nidus to help reinforce. Now this Banshee, he did get Cloak for it, and didn't really do anything. Used the Scout for Niduses. That's a pretty heavy investment, man. Like getting a Banshee, getting Cloak, and then just using it as like a glorified like Marine basically to scout for. He has 2 of them just now sitting in the middle of the map. I don't know.
Hmm.
Already Overseers, already Hydras. These Banshees might be actually picked off. Okay, they do scout. They do scout.
Oh, yeah, this is getting
Hydra.
destroyed though.
Oh, and the Banshees are
This
forced away.
drop is going into the main, like, there's nothing detecting this. This went like the scenic route. It is
It's
1-1 just about finished.
Target this chain. So there's going to be Viper with these printed evolution chambers for those Vipers to feast on. Tons of drones going down. Oh man, and this drop will get away totally unscathed. Really
This is why I
great
don't really.
Yeah. 8
This is why I
workers.
don't like about Sorry.
So what is your like preferred method when you go Roach Hydra of defending these drops?
Honestly, in ZVT, I don't go Roach Hydra that much because stuff like this would happen. Like, Bling Bang, Muta would easily like defend this. Because as you can see, he's just going to drop straight back into the main and pick up all the drones and the Queen that just popped. And 3 Overlords that come to fight for no particular reason.
Overlords are
Oh wow, all those
making their
drones.
displeasure known. One will be picked off, so that's a loss as well.
But he's actually just going to go and attack the third.
Yeah, look at the worker count. He's really behind the workers. This is basically like this attack needs to do serious damage here.
Well, he's actually got 26 at his main, but yeah, he's fully maxed actually, but just about maxed. Those 4 mines, like I said before, probably can do like so much amount of work.
Yeah. And it's worth noting, he's actually getting Ling speed before Hydra speed. Not really sure I agree with that decision. But
Here we
here goes
go.
big engagement. These Hydras in the back doing so much damage. I feel like when we need some there you go. Microing back to allow Widow Mines and the tank to shoot.
Ooh, there's a tank.
Widow Mines getting good hits. No splits really for G-Dog Casey. Hunter Seekers going down. Needs to split those
Oh shit.
detonations.
But yeah, I think the 2-2 is just going to reign supreme. Might get cleaned up.
I would love to see a contaminate go down on all these decks and these full overseers. And yeah, like you mentioned, this may get cleaned up, but like, what was the cost? Like, so much has gone down. So many supply depots, so many SCVs. Might lose this expansion.
Yeah, it's going into BGG here. 3-3 is just about. It actually is on the way. Is he going to lose the natural? I don't think so, but with all these roaches coming back in.
Yeah, 3-3 on the way. So ahead in upgrades.
Yeah. No Mavex whatsoever.
No, it's Marine's last stand. 1 tank on the high ground. Oh, great concave from these roaches. So many SCVs going down. Lumia down to 38 SCVs, 37 SCVs. This expansion is going to fall.
17.
G.
GG.
GG goes down. G. Casey taking game number 1. Pretty decisive fashion, man. Like,
Mm.
yeah. Yeah. Okay, Terraform is going to be game number 2. Slayer, what is your opinion on Terraform?
Terraform's probably the same deal for as what's it, Iron Fortress. You just have like so many pathways, but like if you get dropped at the third and the natural, it really does hurt. But we didn't see much of that in game 1, so probably will lean to Dog's favor. But like there's just so many line of sight blockers and just so many pathways.
We are indeed. Yeah, I think it's a fairly standard map, but I don't know. I guess as this map pool goes, it's a fairly standard map.
Yeah. Um, you just like have that weird third just outside, which can be attacked, pardon me, from the other side of the mineral line, which I don't like. Just find that weird, but personal reference.
It's going to be
Alright.
game number 2 in the bottom right-hand position from Team Null Inspiration, the Red Terran Lumia, with his very happy star.
And split up in the top left-hand corner. For Team All Inspiration, it is Dog Casey, or G Dog Casey. Weird name.
Yeah, so I think it's pretty cool, man. Like I think if you like talk to the guy, you're like, G-Dog, it fits. I think it fits.
I don't think I've ever had a conversation with him, let alone actually see him until today.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of casting with him a little bit a while ago for the finals of the CTL,
Yeah.
which my team did win. Shout out to Team UR.
There's a bit of a plug-in right there, why
Yeah,
not?
exactly. So this game, gonna see how it differs from last game. I know Lumia does indeed love his Hellbat pushes, his Hellbat Banshee pushes, Hellbat. And as we saw the game, Hellbat Medevac pushes. He's a worshiper of the Church of Hellbat. He likes him, man.
Yeah. The thing is, the actual push last game didn't really do much damage. It killed 2 queens, but that was it. And that was all the aggression that he actually did all game.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it definitely slowed the creep, which was
True.
like it was good, but it didn't really come into play too much. He had that one drop that kept going to the main that was quite effective, but then besides that, didn't really do too much aggression. Like those banshees, they just showed up for a little bit and then they were forced away.
Those Roach Hydro timers are crazy.
Yeah,
They're just so brute force.
yeah, exactly. Like brute force is like the way, it's like the perfect way to describe like a roach hydro timing. Like you don't really like need to microwave too well. You don't really need like any sort of like finesse spellcasting. You just to kind of like, I have 80 supply more than you. Here's my army. Can you kill it? Probably not. So with this game, he is G. Casey is switching it up, going for a gas at 17. So pretty standard gas timing there. So gonna see an earlier speed out of him, less queens. Probably not going to be the Roach Hydra. Of course, you can after getting an earlier gas, but my money would definitely be against it. From Lumia here, we see he's going for a 2 Reaper opening, 2 Reaper expand. Probably going to be dropping a factory momentarily. Reaper taking a couple pot shots on the drones. Is going to get 1. Wow. Not something you see every day. Lings are popping. Might get 2, actually. Does get 2. This Reaper gets 2 drone kills.
Totally worth it.
Ugh.
And speed does start as well.
Yeah, speed. Once speed finishes, that will force these Reapers away. You know, like you
Yeah.
mentioned, like worth it for the Reapers. Like Reapers already, their main purpose is scouting. They're not there really to do any sort of huge economic damage. Getting
Mm,
2 workers of the unit that's like basically like purely for scouting, definitely a win for Lumia.
yeah, it's basically standard game right now. Since the speed is just ticking over halfway. We didn't see speed last game,
Yeah,
so
super
he's actually gonna have
standard,
map control now.
super standard on both accounts. Lumia
We do
is
have
gonna go for
a
some Hellions, 3 Reapers actually.
Marco correctly. This can kill the queen.
Yeah, that would definitely be a huge blow. As you
Mm.
can see, Jog Casey only has 1 queen.
Oh,
Does
hold
throw in
on.
the
I think we
banding
might have a Bane
nest.
bust. Bane bust incoming.
Yeah. Unfortunately, a little bit supply blocked. So he
Oh
does
yeah,
have money into his larva, but he
yeah.
can't build anything more. Speed is seconds from finishing up.
I'll normally chuck in the Bane bust situation if I see like a high command center
Yeah, like
or a
a three
CC
command center
first.
opening. Is this gonna be a
There's a
three CC opening?
Literally, all he has is these 3 Reapers
It's gonna come
and
down
2 Hellions.
to these Hellions control. Like, can they pick off these bands before they crash into your wall and ruin your day?
Mm.
Not sure, man. It's gonna be
He
difficult.
does have that supply depot down, so he might just run straight in if he doesn't open it. He's actually just going to attack. Does he raise it?
Oh, is he gonna be able to get surrounds? Does get
He
the
does raise
surround
it.
on 2 of the Reapers, picked off right away. SV goes down. Hellion is gonna go down.
Oh, he's going to
Everything's
lose
gonna
both
go down.
Hellions. Oh, wow. This did a lot more damage than I suspected.
Yeah, seriously,
Really
I
beat.
feel like Lumia just kind of underestimated how many units this opponent had, and
Lings.
Lings are continuing to
Oh,
flood
he's gonna
across the
lose a lot.
map. Has yet to morph the bands, but he's just picked off so much army.
Yeah, if he just Bane busts now, it's basically going to be GG.
Yeah, it's very difficult to hold. As you can see, Lumia has 1 Hellion with 2 more on the way, 9 Baneling morphing, and just showing dominance, morphing right under the command center. G.Keishi, he knows what's up, man. Lumia is
He's
also fully aware of this.
gonna try and get a Banshee out as well. He's actually gonna let the Banes roll up.
Oh, the bands
Oh,
are a little caught up. He needs to detonate them
oh
manually.
my god.
Oh,
Holy.
the Lings are just caught in a field of fire there. And that actually may have saved Lumia.
No,
No,
no.
it made it a little bit easier, but yeah, he's still gonna die. Just not die as badly as it would have been. And G.Casey takes the series 2-0 and advances to play Misu. You know,
That was pretty disgusting. I love
yeah.
my good old Bane bust. If that works, I'm pretty sad. But when it works, it's the best feeling, that's for sure.
Ah, like you mentioned, those Lings, they're just so caught up.
I know. I was like, oh, barbecue time.
I was like hoping, I was like, maybe there's a way, maybe he can defend that. It did not. It was not to be.
Yeah.
So we are going to see a ZVZ for the winners match.
I'm just going to okay, get something to eat. Be back. While we're waiting.
Yeah, Slayer is, as mentioned earlier, in Australia, which is quite far away, as everyone knows, other side of the planet. In fact, and over there,
Wow.
it's in the morning.
Crazy. Alright, Vito's. Because it would be not sure. Alright. So the winner of this is out of the group. The loser might have to play 2 more best 3s. That'd be great. First Vito coming in. V code?
Yeah.
What is that?
Coda was his first
Oh,
video.
Coda. That was confusing.
Oh, G.Casey getting rid of Moonlight right away.
Again, that was his same.
Yeah,
Same
really
first
doesn't like
video.
it.
V-Ter, wow. These are fancy names. And the next Vito, I bet, I don't know. Oh, I knew it. Cactus. Alright, We're left with Iron Fortress, Dash and Terminal, and Bridgehead. Wow, that's not... Here you go make a sandwich. That'd be nice. Oh, I got KD. Good there. Bridgehead. And... Alright, we're almost ready to start. We'll wait for Flash Slayer. Flasher. Yeah, put my mic on while he's gone. So I can effectively banter. It's all about... Alright, Iron Fortress it is. We'll have to wait for... We'll wait for him. I like having a delay, it's really cool.
Alright, so Iron Fortress is going to be our first map.
And then,
I hate ZVZ on 4-player maps, man. It's
I
so
thought, yeah.
frustrating.
Iron Fortress and Dash is 2. Alright.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Beethoven symphony?
What's my what?
Favorite Beethoven symphony?
It's a great
Mine's
question.
Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You should play us something.
No, man.
Entertain the people. Wait here.
No, man. It's all about CTO. I'll play some 1990s MIDI music.
Yeah.
Something. Do the worst sounding thing.
I'm gonna go with the
Alright,
boring
we should
symphony.
just go. Which one? I like the 9.
I'm gonna go with the boring symphony and go number 5.
Oh, huh. So, the one that you wrote on contract.
I don't know. It's
Meld it in.
it's been on like I have like this gaming playlist, and it's been on
I'm back.
on my like StarCraft playlist for forever, like the entirety of Beethoven's Symphony Number 5. So I'm
I'm
gonna
playing
go
the
with
Star
that.
Wars music. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, no, I see that. I feel you.
It's really fun.
I recently
Alright.
found out that Amazon
Welcome back,
Prime
Sarah.
like has music, so I've been listening to that. They have like all the Star Wars soundtracks. That's been cool. But enough.
Definitely good game music. Alright.
Yeah, enough time
Game's
killing.
game.
We are going into game number 1. Iron Fortress winners match for the CSL Group E.
Sorry, I'm back.
Is okay. Iron Fortress. I don't know. I hate 4-player maps. ZVZ. It's so difficult to
Yeah.
scout.
Yeah, like I'm happy when I get it's crossbow as well.
Yeah, and our first player representing Team All Inspiration, it is G-Dog Casey in the top left-hand position, the yellow Zerg.
And in the bottom right-hand corner for Team UR, it is Barco, the faceless one. Mishu. One of the two.
Mishu? I think Mishu.
Mishi.
I think Mishu. I'm gonna go with that. I think if we just pick a pronunciation and like stick with it, it's close enough to good.
I think more like Mashu. I don't even know.
I don't know, man. I feel bad. We play. Misu's he's one of my 3v3 playing buddies. Play a lot of games together.
Yeah, he's great practice.
He's very good at 3v3s actually. Yeah, so we're gonna see. Do you think? So the question that I'm sure everyone is wondering: is he gonna open with his speed opening into expansion into economic opening?
Actually,
is it gonna
we
be?
have Dog actually doing it.
He's Shinob Casey is maybe stealing his thunder. He's like, you know what? I was watching those games. This seemed like a pretty cool opening. Let's do it.
He's actually going to go hedge first.
Yeah. So G-Dog Casey going for the 14-14. Pretty solid map on any any 4-player, pretty solid build on any 4-player map.
Hmm.
And is Misu, how long is he going to delay? Oh, he is delaying his pool
Ooh,
for
this is
so
good
long.
today.
Getting gas at 16, gonna be pool at 15. So yeah, really delayed pool. But you know, luckily for him, it is cross spawns, so that'll help out a little bit. Create a little bit of an artificial delay in its time to take G-Dog Casey's army to mosey on over.
From what I know,
And
he's pretty confident in that opening Chris Uzi.
yeah, I
6 lanes and speed.
needs to start speed.
There it is.
There we go. Just waiting for those minerals. Now he has 3 in each gas, so I assume he's going for no pulling out of gas. So yeah, there goes the banding nest. I like that, making the banding nest with the drone, one drone you pull out.
I think he does know it's cross spawn.
Yeah, so he is making a beeline over there. Yusu, on the other hand, he is making lanes of his own. Has speed started. Started speed a little late. Both these players starting speed a little later than they could have. Perhaps distracted by other things going on. Maybe they're thinking of what is their favorite Beethoven symphony. I don't know, man. These things are going to meet and have a little bit of back and forth action here. Misu is
You
evacuating.
can just start whacking down the hatchery.
Yeah, so what do you go for?
Maybe also
here?
get the queen. Get the queens. I don't know. He's making 2 banelings. But yeah, again, whack down the hatchery.
No banding
12 more
on the way
drones.
for barcode.
So I think this is actually all in.
Yeah,
I feel this is all in.
He is going
Super
for
all in.
it.
One
bandling
one
goes down.
bang.
The queen is targeting that bandling. Bandit is going to get it at the last minute. The queen, the hero sniper, good positioning on this queen. He's going to go down, but he's killed a lot. No bandit. You need to start a banding nest. You see, he has the gas.
Oh,
He's
no.
kept 3 in each gas.
It's gonna make 1 bailing, but
Yeah. No, I think Misu is
12 more on the way. I think it's good. Yeah.
He needs speed to finish up. It's about to finish up. Okay, now both players have speed. Misu definitely needs to start a banding nest or a roach one. He's sitting at 250 gas. Still mining with 3 drones.
It's too hard to tell. I think.
No,
we
I think
should
Misu
defense it,
defense. I think just force that 2-hatch production. Even though he lost.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. If he can pick up
I think
these
it's
bands, force him
big
to
game.
cancel.
Oh, he's actually gonna lose.
And
GG.
GG.
Yeah, that's right.
Misu takes a quick game number 1.
It was just a weird all in. Like I've done that in the past, but instead of making those troll drones, you would rather probably make a what's a hatchery?
Yeah, I feel like it was a little bit of an odd decision there. To
Like
go
if it was
for.
if it wasn't cross spawn, that would have worked. But since it was cross spawn,
Yeah,
it
it's
was
just
just
so long.
yeah, that killed him. I would suspect.
It's now going to be game number 2 on Dash and Terminal. Again, playing Dash and Terminal is really weird. It's so easy to scout. I don't know. I'm a little surprised that both Zerg players chose to play it. Definitely not one of my preferred maps. But it is what it is. It's what we're going to see here today. Going into game number 2 in this best of 3 in the top position, 12 o'clock position. It is Misu, the barcode Zerg for Team Unrivaled in the blue.
And at the 3 o'clock position, the team all in. It is G-Dog Casey. Fuck, I can't even get any.
Close enough.
I just can't. I can't
Close
do any.
enough.
I can't do any right. Oh well. I've always been pronouncing names when casting. Anyway, so it doesn't look like there's no cheese currently, but we probably will be seeing a early pull like we did last game.
Yeah,
Or
I'm
some
I'm
type of build.
fully expecting it. Every ZVZ we've seen, one of the players at least has chosen to go for
Yeah, like
pretty aggressive.
what I normally
opening.
see in the C scene, it's no mostly 9 pull or 10 pull
Yeah.
Bane. 7 pull you even get the 7 pull, 8 pull, or if we go into the macro game, it's usually mutas followed by roaches. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm a Muta fan in the ZVZ. So Misu opening things up with a 15 pool. Definitely want to play it safe. I feel like he was like, you know what? I think I'm the stronger player. I took that game, even though I went for a super economic opening. I'm gonna go a little bit safe for this game. Don't wanna die here. And he is gonna expand. Whereas G-Dog Casey went for that 15 hatch. So both players actually going pretty economically focused. A little bit of a difference in their hatch speeds.
We actually have an
speeds.
original game.
Yeah, I'm excited. We can
Yeah.
see how these players like to play macro ZVZ for this game number 2. So are you a Roach fan or a Muta fan?
Ah, Roach fan. I hate mutas with a passion.
I don't know.
Especially when they, Liv B, I suspect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that type of style I hate with a passion. What she does, and then when I see it in like later, it annoys the absolute crap out of me. It's really hard to just even get your third down sometimes.
Yeah. No, I feel you. What I've been doing recently is opening up with like super aggressive or like 15 hatch into like super aggressive Ling Bane play, and then just using
Mhm.
that window, that like the time that I buy
To tech up.
damage, yeah, to go for like that really fast Muta. Then try and pick up like the third, like you were mentioning with the Ling Bane, while getting my own third. It's worked okay. Like my ZVC went through a really rough patch, but it's recovering slowly but surely.
Yeah, my ZVZ is going through that rough patch at the
Yeah.
moment. I'm having just a hard time. I get always supply blocked or something weird that screws me up. Is he gonna get one drone?
Yeah, slings.
Oh,
no,
wow.
actually not getting this drone.
No.
1 health. Is
He's
he gonna
actually
come
gonna
back?
go.
Yeah, he's gonna come back. Okay, he's gonna pick it off. So these drones
It'll
being
be-
super annoying.
It would be absolutely cool if he just threw it into the gas.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 save for sure.
So speed, pretty identical times for both these players.
Mm-hmm.
Spine is started and then canceled for G-Dog Casey. So he's like, we need spines. Baning Nest on the way for Misu. So it looks like we are going to see some light Ling Bane aggression, I assume. Couple
Yeah, they
lings,
have tried up.
And G-Dog Casey going for the option for the Roach Horn. So
I
this
guess
is
it's pretty good because you just use the roaches to tank.
tank with Bane.
tank. Yeah. Take the Bane hits and the lanes will just clean up what's left.
Yeah, double gas actually going down for Misu and a lair. So could it be Mutas?
Muta, yeah.
Yeah.
Must have heard you.
I feel like this isn't the best Muta map. It's like the main is obviously quite wide open, so it's good in that respect. But your bases, they're not that far apart, and the rush distance isn't that far. So I definitely think that it favors perhaps like a roach based play. But Misu, actually, okay, dropping his own roach wine. So I guess he just wanted to get a little gas started earlier. I assume we're going to see 2 Eva chambers go down quite quickly, or maybe even Burrow Roach or something like that. G-Dog Casey he's actually going for it. What we were talking about what Misu's doing. G-Dog Casey building a ton of roaches, flooding with lings. This could actually be really hard to defend for Misu if he doesn't identify it quickly. His roach wine is still 10 seconds from finishing, And the Lings and Roaches are already in it, like, basically in his natural. One Baneling is patrolling on the other side of the rocks. Really unfortunate for him. If that had been on the other side, all these Lings blow up. Roaches are showing up. 10 Roaches
Oh,
on the
yeah.
way from Misu.
I think this is going to be GG for sure.
Oh, needs to evacuate. I think he's just playing a little bit greedy, man. Like, he's up 14 drones.
Oh, he gets 3 Banes.
It's the Bane
Just
nest.
as it-
Oh, didn't cancel. This hatch is definitely going to go down. Misu needs to start Roach speed. Needs to defend this. I think you might be right. I think this might just be basically game-ending damage. He's going to be able to force this away.
Yeah. But he's got like
Slowly.
just love with blings. If he
He has
brings the roaches out, he'll
Such a
just round them.
healthy econ, but one base.
Yeah. You had this one Bane just. Oh no. I
Like the one
don't know.
Bane just patrolling back and forth. And remember, the Bane Nest did die for Misu, so this one Bane, this is all he has.
Yeah.
So many Lings for G-Dog Casey. He knows he killed that Bane Nest. He knows all he needs to do is keep flooding Lings, and eventually
Here we go
Roach will
again.
die. I feel
They
like G-Dog
can't even
Casey,
attack the
yeah,
ramps.
shouldn't attack up the ramp. Just be like, you know what? I'm on 2 base, you're on 1 base.
Expand.
Yeah. Maybe take a third, get his own lair.
Ooh. Nice network. Interesting. That's actually pretty smart play.
Yeah. Equally intelligent play from Misu there.
He can actually get his own speed. If he got his own speed, I'll be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, I feel like he definitely needs Roach speed. He's been able to get it for forever because he got quite a fast lair. But he hasn't chosen to go down that route.
There it is. Wow, look at that oversaturation.
Yeah, the Nidus network. So now it's kind of a question of how many roaches does he send in the Nidus and how many does he need to defend. He is sitting on 18 roaches, and he
No,
GG's.
he's
They're not going to try the
GG.
Nidus. Just
I will try it just for the hell
his
of it.
game. Yeah, I feel like...
Actually, no. If you send too much, he wouldn't have enough home.
Yeah, I don't think it would have worked. Would have been like a super difficult balancing act, just having to switch between defending at home and being aggressive. But we are going to go into game number 3. Bridgehead is going to be the final map.
And so yeah, but ZVT now, is it?
No, this is going to be game number 3.
Oh, that's right. Because
It's game number 3 of this winner's match. Barcode, aka Misu, versus G-Dog Casey. Going into game number 3, Bridgehead. Again, backdoor rocks, weird maps. Misu likes the weird maps, man. This is gonna be tricky. In the bottom right-hand position, in the teal from Team Unrivaled, Misu. And his opponent in the top left-hand position from Team All Inspiration, G-Dog Casey.
sorry, I'm back.
No problem,
Just
man.
went to the toilet. So Bridgehead again. I don't know. It's basically going to come down to players what they want to do. They're going to be aggressive, not all up to them.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see if Barcode is gonna go for his standard, I guess standard opening, or if he's gonna play a little bit more economically, like last game. What is it gonna be? It is. It's gonna be the gas, then pool speed opening. He likes so much. For his opponents. Same build, so mirror builds. So this is gonna be interesting for the game number 3. They're tied, one apiece, and they are playing the same opening. It's gonna keep, so it's making it micro.
Yes. Hatch for, oh sorry, hatch.
Going down.
Down.
Momentarily. Judo Casey, a little bit earlier hatch. Misu, a little bit earlier speed. Again, pulling out of gas. Yeah, it's this speed opening.
Yeah, like, I don't know too much about this. Only 4 lings. I don't think they're going to do enough damage. They never do enough damage to justify its build.
It's yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess it does keep him safe versus any sort of like early game shenaniganry, and I think he's just super confident in his ability to hold any sort of pressure. So I assume like that's the rationale behind it. He wants it to hold early pressure, and he's like, you know what, man, I'm gonna go econ too. I need some macro in my life. Here comes the 4 lings, and he forced a spine for G-Dog Casey as well. 2 spines actually. So G-Dog Casey is really reacting to this, and he might be able to get. He gets 1 drone, 2 drones maybe if he focuses.
Ooh, 3.
Good micro from G-Dog Casey.
You can actually just tickle the spawn pool.
Yeah,
you can actually get 1 more drone.
Yeah, Misu, he's backing up, but forced a huge reaction out of his opponent. 2 spines, tons of lings.
Well, you know, actually did do damage. Surprised.
But behind that, you know, Misu he's just kind of macroing. I'm a little confused because G-Dog Casey does have this Overlord over the hatch, so he was fully aware that this was an expand build. This wasn't any sort of like crazy 1-base all-in, but he still decided to go for the 2 spines, tons of lings. You know, he's sitting on 10 lings. Yeah, granted they do have speed, but he's not really able to be too aggressive with those. So just kind of wasted lings, and they allowed his opponent Misu to get a huge drone advantage, already up to an 8 drone lead, and picking off an Overlord as well. Everything is going Misu's way right now, man. He's way up in supply, up in drones,
Yeah.
up in tech with his own Baneling Nest.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, maybe this build is like definitely something we should look into. Forcing another spine, a 3rd spine, all with 6 lings.
He's
Wow.
actually getting a
4
good
lings
spar as
now.
well. So, yeah,
Yes,
he's definitely overreacting.
These 4 lings forcing 3 spines. Poor G-Dog Casey. He's been bamboozled by Misu. On the other side, Misu, he's going for 4 gases. This is definitely going to be a meta play. I would be shocked
yeah.
if this was not meta. With these early 4 gases. And you know, that's a brilliant play. He's like, okay, my opponent has invested so much into early game defense. You know what he doesn't have? He doesn't have tech. He doesn't have an econ. So I'm just going to macro up, get my own econ working out. And yeah, it should... He's actually... Wait, okay. He tricked us, man. He tricked us. he got the gas. He got 2 of these gas guys, then he didn't even put workers in them. What is this?
Yeah.
So it is going to be roaches again. So don't tug at my emotions like this, buddy. Well, do you think he didn't really scout anything? Like, why do you think he chose to go for the roaches over the meta?
Honestly, don't know. He should have got meter in this situation. It would have been the best idea.
Yeah, now he has 4
he's-
gases saturated.
He
Is he gonna go
how
later?
close to
Yeah.
bloodline.
I'm very confused by what this is. He doesn't even have Evo chambers, so he's just gonna have a ton of gas. I think he definitely must have been thinking he was gonna go for Muta.
He just changed it at the last second.
Yeah. So these lings are gonna scout. Do you see the lair? See the late lair? Man, if he'd have had a perfect window for Muta if he had chosen to go for it.
Yeah, for sure.
These rocks are almost dead. Shug Casey on his roaches. He has more than enough to defend this. Misu will be unable to get any damage. This. It is going to be Spire. Misu, what is this? It's like a 2-minute delay Spire. He had the.
I think he's just like preparing himself for the Roach switch.
Yeah, but.
Or like catch him off, like saying he is going to go Roaches, but then.
Yeah, maybe like show Roach and then hit him with the Spire. I feel like if he had. I mean, the Mutas would be out by now. If he had chosen to go for Mutas as soon as the Spire finished. Mutas would be flying in the base, flapping their wings, flying in. And instead, choosing to go for Roaches, this third is going to have to be...
Oh, maybe
not. Maybe he's going to be able to defend it. Okay. G-Dog Casey, I think if he'd just gone for that, he would have been able to get a cancel, but no.
Ooh, he's actually bringing the... Well, spoilings and Roaches. 10 Roaches.
Yeah, Spire is...
We only have 10. 10 years.
10, 11 Mutos will definitely be able to force this away.
11. Oh, yeah.
But what damage will he take before? Yeah, G-Dog Casey has literally no idea it's going to be Mutos. His overlords are so spread out. On
There's
the
like
map.
no overlords near his base at all.
Yeah. Rings and Roaches are coming here, going to pick up the spine right away. Does have the Roach land advantage, does belong to G-Dog
Basically
Casey.
just meant to...
He's going to have to use these Mutas to help kill this push.
Oh, this natural...
Third, yeah,
the third's right.
I think it's going to go
Yeah,
down.
it's
But at the
Which is
cost of
always
so
nice.
many roaches. Yeah, just barely killed, just barely enough for G-Dog Casey. We lost like basically his entire army.
Yeah,
like
like
units
he-
lost had 1,000 more resources lost for G-Dog Casey here, and he's choosing to go for Hydra.
Hail Hydra.
Yeah, a ton of spores started, ton of units lost. I feel like honestly, if
Oh, he's
Misu
going to
just switches back into the
fuck up
roaches,
the as well.
yeah,
Bangs as well. Yeah, this should be GG here.
yeah, definitely. 6 Hydras, a couple roaches versus this number of roaches from Misu. It's not a pretty picture. Gonna run into this main, gonna mess some things up. Unfortunately, Hydras are not that great, to be honest with you. Really quite, yeah, I would say a bad unit, to be honest with you, when you're facing definitely
Oh
Bane.
my
Great hit.
God.
Great hits
That
on
was
Bane.
disgusting.
Killing so many workers. Misu now has a 24 worker advantage. He's up a base. Even if he loses his army, if he just suicides in the spores and spines,
Yeah.
he's still sitting in great position.
Oh,
Gonna be able
goes
to
for the
snipe the spawning pool. Can just focus these Hydras if he wants to.
He should just attack.
Yeah.
But
Now playing it a little bit safe. You know, this is the winners match. Both these players won advance to the round of 16. In first place in the group. And it looks like he's gonna
push
put
him
it back
away.
up here, yeah. This one Roach being chased now by 2 Lings. He's gonna actually go down. These 2 Lings, Hero Lings, coming off a Roach. The Mutas are gonna try and enact their revenge. But yeah, so this is basically all or nothing for G-Dog Casey. He knows he's so down in workers. He's gonna attack with Hydras, outspeed, end range, off creep. Never a good idea. His army is so split. G-Dog Casey, man, what are you doing? Yeah, this is pretty much curtains for our all inspiration friend. And GG well played goes down. Misu, the unrivaled Zerg, advancing in first place. Well played by him. Eventually getting the Mutas. Yeah. Definitely well played. We are going to be going into our losers match shortly. which will be Lumia versus NACL. I think NACL is AFK
Yeah,
at
I
the
know
moment?
where it is.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get something else to eat. Haven't had lunch or anything.
I think it's 15 minutes. Yeah, NACL was he's a little peeved about losing, I think. Hopefully he comes back. He definitely knows that he has a game after this, I assume.
He knows it in his
Kind of
heart.
stress that.
Still has a chance. I mean, this is the losers. Yeah. Gotta win two.
I think I might have to go now. My mum needs to go pick her up.
No
So
problem.
yeah, sorry, man.
Thank you for filling in to join us. Obviously, this is a
Short
little bit of
notice.
a ghetto CSL
This is
stream.
it, just you
TB
know,
Ham was unfortunately able to host and observe as he normally does. His brilliance was not seen today. Luckily, Maha
multiple
was able
spots.
to fill in as you've done admirably. Thank you, man, for helping us
No
Yeah,
out.
no
problem,
worries. Cheers for having me.
See you later.
Yeah.
All right,
Hopefully, come
catches.
back
Good luck.
again.
Have fun. All right. How do we find it? Don't know. I'm on Skype for sure. I'm gonna recheck the rules just in case for that time. So Mashu, he's he's like definitely on to the
Who?
next round. Mashu?
Uh,
Mashu.
yeah, he's advanced.
Mm,
Ah, NACO, come back, man. Come back to us.
well,
We still need you.
it's
We need
10
your
or
soul
15
beat.
minutes. Like, hopefully he'll show up right now. Mashu.
I believe. I believe in
I
him.
believe. The karma. Last time I casted, um, it didn't go very far. Somebody didn't show up. That was cool, too. Well, let's just take a little break while we're gonna wait. Maybe
Okay.
like probably 5 minutes. Uh, all right.
Sounds good.
Right back after this message. The message is starting soon.
welcome back to CSL Group E. Joining me is the guy who just advanced in first place, Misu. How you
Hello.
doing, buddy?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, riding that
All out of,
high.
I'm all out of tea and Dr. Pepper though, so I have to drink
Oh,
just water. So I'm
that's
sad.
unfortunate. Um,
Yeah.
so it looks like NACL, unfortunately, he's he's a little bit absent. So Lumia takes the series 2-0 and is
Congratulations.
gonna move on to our deciding match to again have the rematch versus G Dog Casey. I don't know. Were you able to check out those games, or were you like kind of concentrating on your next match?
I watched, I think it was game 2 of G-Dog Casey
Yeah.
versus Lumia, and I don't know. I'm not really a fan of Roach Hydra, but it worked.
Yeah.
I feel like if Lumia was a little bit more aggressive and had a little bit more solid economy, he would have been fine. But he just didn't have enough.
Yeah. So we're gonna see what these guys are up to. Starting the videos now. Okay. So Misu, what is your opinion of the ZVT matchup?
I mean, be more specific, because I mean, like I have like 3 different styles that I play in ZBT.
Yeah.
And
What is like your preferred style, guys?
well, like the ideal matchup for me is Mutilating Bane versus Bio. I really don't like dealing with mech straight out, but weirdly enough, I don't mind playing against hybrid mech.
Okay.
So it's kind of fun because it can get weird.
Yeah, so you're just kind of bothered by that like turtleneck style.
Yeah, full on Avi mech, just like it drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Like I can't even concentrate when I have to play someone like that.
No, Slayer and I were talking about that.
Yeah, like if I'm playing someone who plays hybrid mech and they're fairly aggressive about it, I'll end up on 5 bases by like 12 minutes and maxed out and like have no idea what to do.
Yeah.
But if it's somebody who's turtling, I go complete retard. I don't know, and then I die. So that's my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt like for a while I was doing fairly decently against mech, and then I just like hit this wall. I'm like dying so
Right.
so easily, so quickly, which really sucks. So hopefully G Dog Casey's a little stronger against mech than I am.
Yeah.
Um,
Have you seen what Life was doing?
oh,
in
with
G-
like the ultra style.
yeah, that Ultra Hydra Broodlord Infester. It was really
Yeah,
interesting.
I feel like it's like super cool. I don't know. It looks like really difficult.
It's way too expensive.
I think the
Yeah.
vouchers are the coolest part of that.
Yeah. Let me get you in this game here.
Alright.
Yeah, I feel like versus like that kind of like mass. I don't know. I like when I do that. I have such trouble against the like that mass air style.
Oh, like Viking Raven Battlecruiser.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. It's at that point it gets a little iffy because if they're not going too heavy into Ravens, you can just go Hydra Corruptor
Yeah,
and get
that's
some
true.
infestors. Not to the game, just to the party.
All right, there we go.
There we go. G-Dog's all hyped up.
Dude, he has a reason to be, man. His deciding match opponent is someone he just beat, so
Mhm.
always good.
I like watching G-Dog play.
Yeah, I think he has like a kind of cool style. Like it's not anything like too crazy, but it's just like solid. I guess would be the best way to describe it.
Yeah. He can play a good macro game, and he's kind of cheesy here and there, so
Yeah.
he's hard to predict.
So speaking of G Dog Casey, in the top left hand position, in the yellow from Team All Inspiration, G Dog Casey himself. opponents. In the bottom right-hand position, also from All Inspiration, the red Terran player Lumia. So what we saw like the first series, Lumia definitely opening with Reapers. Pretty heavy amount of Reapers. I think he went like 2 Reaper game 1, then 3 Reaper game 2. So we're gonna see if he chooses to replicate that. Now, when you see like a Terran player go like opening Reaper, how do you feel about it? Like, are you pretty pleased, or do you like are you someone that kind of struggles against that with Reapers?
2 Reapers are fine, but 3 Reapers, I don't know. I derp sometimes. Like
Yeah,
my control gets a
exactly.
little sloppy. But I mean, as for the build order itself, I mean,
Yeah,
most
we
people
have.
do the same thing, and this is
It looks
interesting.
like it's gonna be a proxy 2x, I assume. Yep,
Yeah.
there it goes. Already 1 barracks down.
He's making it really far away. I guess this isn't that far away. And G-Dog's going with a hatch first, so this is gonna hurt. I think he has a tendency to, yeah, 16 pull.
Yeah, Lumia is being a dirty cheeser here.
Yeah, see, this is what happens when you have teammates playing. They both know each other really well.
Yep.
So there's always one of them that cheeses. Yep. Oh, sorry, you have yourself muted, don't you?
Yeah, so his pool, it's late, and he's also not going for speed. So his follow-up will be a little weaker if he does decide to defend this. And he has yet to scout it. Like, he does see that there's no low ground CC, but that doesn't really tell you anything. Actually,
Yeah.
getting a... Oh, he was trapped. A cute little play there from Luya, removing his trapped SCV. At first, I was like, is he like, what is this? Like, is he going to mine, like, long distance mine gas? But no. Looks like he's going to set up these 2 bunkers here. Just one just out of vision, the other one definitely in vision. So now G-Dog Casey is like, oh god, like, this is a proxy.
He hasn't reacted yet.
No, pulling a couple of drones. I like that Lumia waited to start the bunkers until he had a couple of Marines to defend it. He was able to target those drones and things quite easily. Oh, almost losing 1 Marine. 1 Marine does go down. The bunkers are going to finish up, however. Oh, I feel like this reaction is just a little too... I think it's a little too late.
Yeah, this is not good. He should have pulled like 8 drones the second he saw that go down.
No, I feel like that's like kind of a theme we've been seeing in the CSL. Players just like not reacting strong enough. A couple spines are going to go down, but do you think there's any way that he can save this hatch, or is this like definitely a goner?
Had he not opened gasless, there would have been an opportunity. But now, especially with him going gasless, like this is I don't know. Like Lumia would have to unload his bunkers, get all of his Marines captured, and then like not make any more. That's the only way I can see him losing.
Yeah, it's so here goes the massive pull, and it's just all dying. This bunker isn't even burning. It's finally just now burning.
Yeah, this is definitely GG.
Yeah, that was pretty much all he had in him. Just gonna be able to target his spine quite easily. Marines are strong, man. They're a powerful unit. So he may try and hold on. No, pulling the Lings, fight alongside the Broodlings. Not really going to be able to get too much done. He needs to target these SCVs. The repairs have been so helpful.
There's just too many Marines though.
Yeah.
Yeah. They could just...
I feel like that was not... I feel like he didn't react like strong enough, really. He like scouted it. He didn't scout it, first of all, which is really rough. And then he pulled, I think, 4 drones.
No, he didn't even pull 4. He waited till his links came out and he pulled like 2 drones down with it. And it just wasn't enough. As soon as you see that, you've got to pull at least 8 drones and try to pick off the SCV and surround any incoming Marines.
Yeah, did not work out.
Yep. It was a good effort though.
It's game 2. What is it gonna be? Either...
Even how far those bunkers are, or the barracks? It's still like was close enough. It's hard to scout on that map if you're an overlord.
Yeah. Your overlord has to be carrying binoculars. Wait, winner picks?
It was like just
No,
the first pick.
Ah, okay.
Like if you get first veto, you get first pick.
no, it should be losers.
Well, they didn't pick maps beforehand. This is, I think, what Koale was saying.
It's Iron Fortress or Dakota.
For the other two groups, or for the other two matches that I played, you guys did it to the
Yeah.
vetoes, and then first pick. Yeah,
Well,
I mean, that's normal. That's normal best of 3. Yeah.
I'm confused. Yes, this is.
Yeah, they're doing GSL format for the CSL, so it would be veto format. So first pick, second pick, second pick, and then map picks. First
Yeah.
pick, second pick, and then final map.
Yeah, so you pick it like before.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so he picked Coda. Alright, so game number 2 of this best of 3 is going to be on Coda. Coda, I think it's a pretty solid map. Nothing too crazy. What do you think of Coda, Mizu?
For ZVT,
Yeah.
I veto this map like a lot of the time when I'm laddering, because every time I play a ZVT on it, I get Hellbat Banshee Island. It's so annoying. That's my only experience on Coda.
Unfortunate. So, Zerg player in the yellow, down 1 game. Can he knot this series up? From Team All Inspiration, G-Dog Casey.
And spawning down in the bottom right-hand corner in red is another All Inspiration player, Lumia, currently up 1-0.
Okay, out of Lumia. I feel like you may have been on something there, mentioning your Hellbat push. Lumia, of course, pretty famous for Hellbat pushing.
He
I
did
think,
on this map earlier.
yeah, I think we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see that. If it's gonna be the Banshee variation or the Medevac variation, don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure what I think is stronger. Like, obviously, those Banshees are so helpful if you can pick off the queens with your Marines and Hellbats. But then also the Medevac just does add so much utility to your push, so much lasting power.
It's a good map for harassing with there too.
There's a little bit of a later gas, though, so I don't know if he's gonna go for that this game. Maybe just Reaper pressure into normal bio.
Yeah, definitely an option here. But yeah, again, like you mentioned, it is going to be Reaper.
G-Dog again checking for proxies.
Yeah, he's learned from the error of his ways. First game, doesn't want to lose again to the proxies you gain.
Not drone scouting, so I'm guessing he's gonna go gasless again. Which on this map, it's not so bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly feel like I always want to go for the gas, just so I can get those things on the map, getting map control.
Right.
Use them to deny any like Reaper scouts. So there, okay, it actually is going to be gas. There goes the gas. Just a little bit later, later than typical.
Have you kind of been noticing a trend in ZBT where people are getting the 16 pull instead of 15 pull for this opener?
Yeah,
like
a little bit.
Drone.
I typically, I actually normally go gas first in ZBT, and then just kind of use a little bit of drone micro there to defend any Reapers. So my like standard ZBT opening, 15 hatch, 16 gas, 16 pool. Yeah, I think you're right. Kind of like the meta's shifted a little bit towards delaying your pool just a little bit. I think people are becoming a little more comfortable dealing with Reapers. These sort of like early Reaper shenanigans, not doing too much damage. So this Reaper actually looking like getting forced away by these Lings. Almost gets surrounded there. Gets out just in time. And he's gonna actually stop at the 2 Reapers. Get a factory.
This factory's in an interesting position, and no reactor coming down
it's
yet.
a little further away than it would typically be if you're switching.
Yeah. He's saving up his gas.
Yeah, I think we'll definitely see that starport drop as soon as that factory's done. These Reapers are doing decent damage to the Lings, picking off a couple of them. 3 kills in this 1 Reaper. Backing up to regenerate.
Oh, there goes the reactor now.
Another command center. So fairly standard opening from Lumia. Timings differ a little bit from norm, but end result is going to be 3 command center, factory with a reactor, presumably a starport. He does have the 150 gas saved up, and a roach horn for G-Dog Casey. So do you think that's for defensive purposes, or are we going to see like some sort of bust with roaches and speedlings?
It's possible off the 2 Reaper opening that he's reading Banshees, knowing Lumia. But he'll probably be jumping for Joey when he sees this 3rd CC. Just turn this into an all-in.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it does help getting that early Roach Warren. Yeah, and there goes tons of Lings.
Yeah, he's way overproduced Overlords too. He's going for it.
I think you're right here. He's gonna do quite a push. And with this Banshee, that'll definitely be a little unfortunate for our Zerg player here. The Banshee will be able to take pot shots at those roaches. But if he just has like the large Ling numbers, it may not matter. 8 roaches in the way. So quite a heavy commitment. Stopping journey at 24.
That was interesting. Lumia started 2 Widow Mines, then canceled them and lifted the factory to make a tech lab.
So if you can get a tank out in time, that would definitely help. Maybe, I don't know. Do you think the Widow Mines would have been more helpful or the tank?
I see. He scouted the Roshorn.
Yeah. Just the very large number of Lings. So it is going to be full wall with these 3 bunkers. But he really has nothing to put in the bunkers, just 2 Reapers. We'll trap those Lings on the other side.
Yeah, anything to buy time right now.
Yeah.
Out comes the Banshee. And the tank is almost complete, so he's gonna take some damage here, but he should be fine.
Is the Siege's tank?
Needs to go.
Oh, a little bit of late siege. That'll definitely be picked off. Taking 2 shots. I
This actually might be GG.
I feel like it is. I think that late siege on the tank didn't lift the supply eco fast enough. I think he wasn't aware. Lumia wasn't aware that this was such a huge commitment from G-Dog. Yeah, this is definitely GG. Down to 3 SPs. Leaving the door open.
Even the Banshee's like, I'm out.
Yeah, the Banshee just taking a cock break. So Lumia taps out. Victory for G-Dog Casey. And we are going to see a game number 3.
Well played.
Yeah.
Very good decision making.
Yeah, I was a little skeptical it would work as well as it did, but definitely as soon as that tank just kind of took a little bit of a break from doing its job in sieging.
Lumia seemed a little bit hesitant to, like, with his build. It's just like this or that. So I wonder if he was a little overconfident and then confused himself
Yeah, I think you might be right.
coming off of game 1.
You know, typically when you see like that kind of early aggression before the Banshee hits, it's like just like a handful of roaches and then maybe 20 or so lings, whereas this was like 30 or 40 lings. So I think Lumia wasn't quite as aware that it was like this huge all-in. Just, I mean, he was on like 22 drones.
Yeah.
So that was about as all-in as you can get.
Yeah, that's why it's really, really important, especially as a Terran player, to keep tabs on the timing of the third, and if possible, the drone count. It's kind of why you need to be aggressive with those Hellions as soon as they come out.
That's pretty much how you beat me every time.
Yeah, he scouted the Roach Horn and he had those bunkers preparing, but I think it was just a little too late. And going into this last map, Iron Fortress 4-player map, it'll be interesting to see how the strategies differ. In top right, from Team All Inspiration, the red Terran player, Lumia.
And in the bottom left-hand corner, also from All Inspiration, is the yellow Zerg player, G-Dog Casey.
Yeah, so as you mentioned time and time again, this is a team kill. All Inspiration, one of the strongest teams in the CTL, tons of players in the CSL, and when you have that much success, players beat each other, as would happen with Team UR in Group A.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate this early on in the tournament to have an all-kill.
Yeah.
Especially when there's actually not that many players from All In this season. Usually they have quite a bit more. So.
We forgot only one person. I just sad.
So are gonna see. What do you think? What do you think we're gonna see on this map? Obviously, 4-player map, so it's a little difficult to scout. This is cross positions, so the players are super far away. What are your expert predictions for this?
I would say the spawns favor Zerg for sure. But another thing that Terran can consider an advantage is this map is actually pretty decent for mech if you play it right.
Mhm.
And with these spawns, it actually gives you it's a lot easier for you to take a fourth and defend it than it would be if you were like vertical spawns or horizontal spawns.
Yeah. I don't know. One thing that I definitely love on this map is like that Roachnitis that we saw G-Dog Casey try in his first series versus Lumia. So I think like especially if you can put that, I don't try and put it in the main as he did. I try and put it like at one of the third base locations and then just rally like huge number of roaches. And I think it works quite well, you know, against certain builds. Like if you scout like a 3cc opening, like Lumia did last game. So we're gonna see if G-Dog Casey decides to go for that again, or if he's gonna play a little bit more of a standard game.
Lumia, interestingly enough, went gasless.
Yeah, just getting a couple Marines out. So totally changing up his build. I don't know. I guess maybe hoping to get lucky, kill a couple Overlords.
Probably hiding Hellions, maybe. I don't know, 2 barracks.
Adding a second barracks.
There should be a third one coming down here in a
Yeah.
moment.
So I think you get your wish to see Lumia play a little bit of a bio game. G-Dog setting up. super standard. Getting into fast gas. Presumably he'll pull out of that gas. At 100 after getting that speed. But will he lead in?
Well, it looks like he's gonna keep going.
Okay.
Do you think this might be a 2-base Baneling bust?
It could be. Either that or, yeah, at this point it's definitely going to be something unless he just totally forgot about gas. No, he does have enough for Baneling Nest now. Are we going to see it?
He's still making drones,
Like
so
Wings of Liberty turn.
Yeah, maybe he just like straight up forgot to pull out gas. And yeah, on Lumia's side of the map, we do see 3 barracks, 1 Tech Lab add-on. So yeah, this is super old school.
I think
1 Tech Lab, 1 reactor opening.
yeah, this is like more something you would do in TVP these days than HOTS, but back in WoW, there was a pretty strong stim timing that had a couple Marauders in it.
It works every
So I
match.
wonder if
So there goes the Baneling Nest. It looks like it will be Ling Bane all in for G-Dog Casey. With, I guess he was just delaying it a little bit to allow him to get a couple more drones, just so it wasn't like super ridiculously, I have 18 drones all in. But as it stands, this could be quite powerful. Luckily for Lumia, his build really emphasizes like early units, which certainly help out when your opponent is going for a Ling Bane all in.
yeah, if he can get his wall finished and like triple his Marine count, he's going to be in a really good position to defend this. But G-Dog Casey is already halfway across the map.
Yeah, this will be a risky hold. Only 1 bunker with no units actually in it. Just Marines, a couple Marauders. So yeah, this is, as you mentioned, this is basically like a TVP build. Getting a fast stim, getting a fast engineering bay, and these Banelings are gonna come in. They're gonna absolutely destroy this bunker. It's all up to Lumia to micro against these Marines. Oh, great micro there, actually, using the Marauder to soak up all the Banelings. All the Banelings are now gone, but look at this huge amount of Lings.
I don't know. Marine good unit.
Yeah, I feel like
Maybe not.
David just perfectly counters this. And using that Marauder to soak up, I think, 3 Banelings. Really great play out of our Terran player here. But he's not out of the woods yet. Yeah, is morphing a couple Banes. Unfortunately, morphed the Banes back there. I think he just has all his Lings on 1 hotkey.
Yeah, he needs to remake these supply depots in his main quickly. There we go.
All gonna go down. 2 bunkers. His wall, it's reasonably strong. No add-ons or anything like that. 2 supply depots.
I kind of would like to see G-Dog Casey plop down a 3rd. Start putting a few drones behind this.
I think it's definitely way riskier to try and bust this. You know, just kind of take your advantage. You force your opponent to lift. You force your opponent to be on 1 base for the time being. Just kind of drone. Yeah, I don't know. Do you think he'll be able to get anything done here with these 2 bunkers, both full? Stand done. No, yeah, he should know it now.
He's only mining gas with 2 drones, and yeah, there's the 3rd.
There's the 3rd. Starting 1 drone. 5 overlords. G-Dog Casey's a man of extremes. He makes a lot of Lings, makes a lot of overlords. So he's going to make a lot of drones. And I think from here, G-Dog Casey is just going to, satisfied to set up this little contain.
Yeah.
And drone up.
This is still pretty good for Zerg, though. As long as he can keep him in there for maybe another minute and a half, he'll be in great shape.
Yeah, I think it kind of depends on when you can get, like, how long it takes him to get his drone count up to, like, a reasonable level. I mean, he was on, like, 24 drones for forever, which obviously is not the place you want to be as if you're playing any sort of macro game. And it looks like he's a little paranoid of drops and Banshees, going for some spores. Leaving just a handful of Lings, good decision, I think, just leave a handful of Lings behind. He knows this is about the time that any sort of, like, medevacs to be coming out. Any sort of Banshees. Lumia, unfortunately, really supply blocked. Super supply blocked. Needs to start a supply depot immediately. Gonna try and bait these Zerglings back. G-Dog Casey, not really. Okay, there you go. Watching these units a little bit. But yeah, Lumia still is supply blocked.
Yeah, looks like he's Should have a Spire coming down here soon.
We see these two fully loaded dropships, tons of Marines. That could definitely be an issue if he has no banelings and lings at home. The
His
third
lings-
base is so far away from your main on this map. There
Yeah.
goes that Spire you're talking about.
Well, it's in his vision now. So far, no reaction.
Needs the...
So this could be bad.
Still no reaction. Oh, if he could get that Morphing Spire, that'd be pretty heavy pickoff. Stim goes down, running straight into the mineral line. Finally, the ling's on the way. Green's in
careful.
great position. Oh, banelings. Okay, that was not... I don't think that was the damage you wanted to get done. 8 workers were killed, but yeah, no tech really picked off. He did scout the Spire, but you know, it's pretty safe to assume Zerg players going for a Spire. So no real tech was killed. Queen wasn't even killed. Just a couple drones, and he just lost his army and both the medevacs. The medevacs is a big pick off.
Yeah, the Terran player is definitely in panic mode now.
Yeah, so
Doing
Bailey's
anything he can.
I don't think G-Dog Casey will attack anytime soon. I think he's going to mac her up a little bit. Lumia looking like he's going to go on the defensive as he tries to build his third up. Start with the very early Mine crate push, Biomine push.
Well, it looks like Gino
Oh.
Casey opted to skip mutas for the time being.
Yeah, I think
Started
he's
1-1.
panicking a little bit. 3 meters on the way, not a very large amount, and his creep spread as a result of that link bane aggression is basically non-existent. He does have a little energy on the queen, so he should be spreading that. But for now, no real creep.
G-Dog Casey only has 8 banelings with now 9 more on the way finally. If Lumia hit right now, he actually might be able to do quite a bit of damage.
What's worth
Especially
pointing
with
out
some really
is
stellar.
Has 2 medevacs that are trailing behind his army, and he left all his mines behind. So basically, his army right now is all Marines and a Marauder. So not the tankiest of armies. Really needs those mines to do the splash damage. This is so risky. If G-Dog Casey was aware of where this army was positioned, he just like swooped in.
This is good. He's dropping in the main to distract him while he attacks this turn.
Yeah, dropping with 1 mine. He get a huge hit. Does get 14 ling kills. Oh man, that hurts my little Ziggy heart. Mine's a
G-Dog Casey not falling for it,
no
though.
splits in Lumia. G-Dog Casey getting great baneling detonations.
Yeah, G-Dog's in his element right now.
Yeah, he's really handling this multi-pronged harass quite well. And I feel like every attack that fails just puts Lumia further and further behind. He's now 30 drones behind. Doesn't have his third yet. All he really has is a bunch of bio.
Yeah. Casey carelessly losing a couple mutas there, but I don't think it's going to really make a
Could
difference.
be running right into these Widow Mines.
Oh.
Oh, he does. Get great hits. 16 kills on one of the Widow Mines. Every Widow
wow.
Mine is getting great detonations.
12 kills on that one. 39 kills total between 3 Widow Mines.
Yeah, that's. I think that's what you want as Terran. Definitely
Worth.
what you want as Zerg. So G-Dog Casey is getting the 2-2 upgrades, so he's quite ahead in upgrades. Lumia is just on 1-1 with 2-2, not started yet. But I feel like he needs to get this meter count higher. Like he only has 4 meters, which is basically like wasted. Like there's not really a point of going for Spire if you're gonna stick to like sub 5 meters. So they go 4 more. I still feel like he needs to get this meter count up to like, 12 to 15 range. Just like
Lumia's- Lumia's third base is now coming down, and G-Dog Casey, his main is actually not fully saturated and he's missing gas. He is getting his 4th base though.
Again, great Widowmine hits. I feel like every Widowmine hit this game has just been amazing. 20 kills on this one Widowmine. MVP Commander Widowmine. And
Yeah. It was almost all lings.
really aggressive positioning on these mines. G-Dog Casey does not want to be running down the ramp. This is a really good position to set up a flank, but no, instead he's choosing to run down the ramp into
no.
Widow Mines. All gonna get.
Oh. That took out a nice chunk of the banelings.
Yeah. really, really rough position. Lumia's not really, honestly, not really splitting particularly effectively, but you know, it doesn't really matter because he just has so much bio and his little mine's gotten amazing hits. He's really set them up to position them perfectly for success. Here goes another little bio force.
There's another potential large mine hit.
No, but this time, G-Dog Casey was able to pick off the little mines with the bandings. And yeah, that was just a really great hold from G-Dog Casey. Like, yeah, he took huge damage from the little mines, but he was just able to have just enough to hold on and break it. And now it's really on Lumia to defend this with just a handful of bio units, a couple Widow Mines, really only one Widow Mine aggressively positioned. This is going to be difficult. Down 40 supply. Yikes. Oh, here goes the bio. No mines to defend this bio, so it's literally just Marines and a Marauder. With now one mine. Oh, G-Dog Casey, 29 Banelings on the way. How do you feel about G-Dog's position right here? Like, do you think he should go for it, or should he just kind of macro up? He does have the...
I think army-wise, he's in a really good position, but I should point out that he's still only on 58 drones, and he's currently floating quite a bit with no macro hatch. So, I don't know, if Lumia gets one really good trade, it's going to swing back in his favor.
Yeah, with a couple of those
very quickly.
Amazing mine hits. G-Dog Casey does have an infestation phase, so he could start his hive as soon as possible. And as you mentioned earlier, that extractor in his main is still not saturated. So 12 workers on minerals. And here comes a huge Baneling swing. Oh no, very few splits from Lumia. I think this might spell the end of the game for our All Inspiration Terran. Taking just huge Baneling detonations. Widow Mines not able to be enough to hold on.
Look as though Polar and yours predictions have not come true.
No,
G-Dog Casey showing he definitely belongs in the round.
We both predicted NACL. Unfortunately, he didn't show up. So, I don't know. Does that really count as being wrong when one of the players doesn't show up? Like, that's kind of in the hands of God. Like, we can't predict it. Yeah.
Yeah. That is a shame, though. I was kind of looking forward to watching him play against Lumia.
But you know, Lumia, you know, he's not out of it yet. As you mentioned before, G-Dog's econ is kind of in shambles, man. Like, he hasn't taken gas at his third, one of the gases at his third, hasn't taken one of the gases in his main. 58 drones, very light on drones, and really all he has is Lingbane Muta. Yeah, here goes the huge drop. Kind of a poverty doom drop here. Couple Marines, one fully loaded medevac, one mostly fully loaded medevac, and then two pretty empty medevacs.
So if G-Dog Casey A-moved his entire army right now, it would pass right over to... Oh, there it goes. He's getting so close to that Widow Mine.
Yeah, he dropped in pretty good position. Oh, lifting up. Oh, loses the full medevac. Loses both medevacs. Yeah, this is really unfortunate for Lumia. And there goes the GG, well played. Ah.
Well, congratulations to G-Dog Casey.
Well played by G-Dog Casey, Zerg player. So double Zergs advancing to the round of 16 in the CSL. Definitely well played with both our players.
Make sure to check out TrovoTeamLeague.com.
Misu and G-Dog Casey advancing.
Cool.
The next group, I believe, will be Thursday. So taking the day off tomorrow. A little bit of a breather. CSL has been on quite a bit. So Thursday, 8 p.m., same time, same place, will be the next group. Thank you all very much for joining us. Thanks to Maha for putting in the stream. TB Ham, unfortunately, unable to be here.
Thank you.
To run the stream is normal excellence, but Maha filling in valiantly. Thanks to both Slayer and Misu for coming on and helping me cast, saving you guys, having to listen to me ramble to myself for 2.5, 3 hours, which is definitely a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for letting me drop in for the last game of the day.
Yeah, for sure. Feel free to to show up
Here for you,
again.
dude.
Always welcome.
Alright, let's wrap her up. GG's. Yep, that's the end. I should just stop it now.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
No, it's just being awkward. Alright.